What's up, troopers? My name is Neon and welcome to a brand new video. This is the final season 3. It's out. I'm going to give you guys all the juicy news over this game, and I'll tell you what's new in the update, and at the end of the video I'll show you the battle pass. So before we get into the video, troopers, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do, and of course leave a like. I would really appreciate it. I actually do stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I've always been streaming on YouTube, but I recently started doing it on Twitch and I got myself affiliated. So if you want to go over to the Twitch side and support me, or even support me on the YouTube streaming side, then I would really appreciate it. Even when this video comes out, I'm going to be streaming the finals. I gotta admit it, troopers, the finals is such an awesome game. It really is. I don't make a lot of content over this game. I sure play it a lot when it comes off stream. So you're probably wondering, Neon, when does this update come out? Well, it's June the 13th is the new season. And guys, what day is it? Well, while I'm making this video on June the 13th, I'm already playing the season. So if you guys want to know when it comes out, it's already out. If you notice there was an update for the finals, then that's what it is. The new map, Kyoto, that's what the name is for the map, and it's based in Japan. This map is definitely more of a trickier one out of all the other ones in the game. Could be more harder when it comes to visibility. If I see a light player and he goes around cloaking, it is extremely tough to see him. But what makes it really nice is though, is when you're trying to run to a certain objective to try to get that cash out box or whatever mode you're playing, it seems like when you try to run by, especially when it comes to the tree lines, a lot of them bullets can actually hit the trees instead. So you're not going to always get that full track when you're out in the open, because I have noticed that on some maps that you can be very out in the open without little to no cover, but this map has an extremely amount of cover. It has a really good high point views, and just being on the ground works extremely well. I feel like you guys are going to take some time to get used to this map, as there's a lot of tight corners, but this one I'm extremely excited for because it really has changed up the atmosphere and the playstyle of the game, made it a lot more crazy, chaotic. But that's the thing with the finals, you just never know how it turns out. There is 3 new weapons into the game. They're all for each class, for the light, medium and heavy. In the light class we have a bow, and this bow is pretty awesome. If you get them in the upper torso, you could be lucky enough to get them with a 2-shot, especially if you hit them in the head, but majority of the time it could be from 3 hits. But when it comes to them light players, sometimes you can get them with 2 hits no problem. A bit of a hard, tricky weapon to use, but extremely rewarding. It's really just like using a sniper rifle, honestly. You know, if you miss, it's going to be a tough time. So make sure you don't miss and keep yourself a good amount of time. Personally, when I feel like using it, I like to kind of keep myself in more of a medium distance, but this can actually work out pretty well at close range. You just got to be really good at it. But out of all the weapons they have added, the bow is definitely tricky but extremely rewarding. On the medium class we have the dual katanas, and what is so good about this is it can actually block bullets. Very similar if you ever played like Overwatch, and one of their heroes will have dual blades, and when someone was shooting at him, he can block them and defend himself, and that is exactly what it does in this game. I haven't messed about with the katanas as much because I'm not really a melee type of guy, but it definitely does work out quite well. It is more tricky when it comes to the medium class though, because you don't really have that much fast mobility compared to like the light class, and especially when it comes to the heavy class. The heavy class has a benefit because it has a lot of health, so you really do have to be careful the way you use this, but if you can get yourself into a building, then you're going to be super fine. You're going to wipe out the entire team. Now this is something I was very excited about because, you know, when it comes to the heavy class, there's so many people love using the melee weapons. Well, they added a spear into the game. I'm not even joking you. This spear is absolutely awesome. The way how the heavy can use this as well, he would go all in and start swinging that around, and it just looks so cinematic and satisfying. And having a melee weapon for the heavy class anyway, it works really well. A lot of people choose that method because of how much health he has, especially if you have the right class too. When you got a medium healing you, it just works out well. But the spear is an amazing weapon. Honestly though, can I throw the spear? You know how cool it would be to just throw that? We got this new gadget for the medium class, honestly just like a grenade launcher. You will use this to breach through walls. And the other gadget we have is for the witch claw, and this is for the heavy side. And what's really good about this one is this would actually grab the player. So if you saw someone, you'd be like, hey, come here. It will literally just chuck the massive chain, grab that player and pull them straight towards you. But it'd be good in certain situations if someone's trying to protect the cash out box, but you want to try to eliminate the enemy team, but there's too many of them. Well, just grab one of them out of the building. You can actually do this through the window and grab someone and just pull them out of the window. I feel like the more you mess about with it, the more it's going to be very rewarding, especially if you're using a melee weapon, because you could just grab that guy and then just start beating him. But that's all the interesting stuff when it comes to season 3 for the finals. I've been having a blast and I'm going to be streaming it myself today. I'm going to show everyone at the end of this video the battle pass. I'm just not going to talk about it. I'm just going to show it through with some music. So I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the Pink Wig Army, and I'll see you in the next video.